Susie Sausage Head.
So, let me tell y'all about the time Susie Sausagehead was waiting on her new guy friend to come over. She was holding her mobile device and occasionally looking out of her window. Susie was dressed and excited because she had been dating him for a while and was curious about his style of hugging and kissing in a special way. Susie's mobile device chimed, notifying her of a text message. However, when she looked at her mobile device, her excitement disappeared. The text message was from her ex-guy friend. Susie Sausagehead decided to ghost her now ex-guy friend because he was problematic and had way too much going on. Susie had grown tired of the lack of communication and breadcrumbing, so she had a change of heart. Susie's new guy friend was the opposite of her ex, and she was eager to replace one energy with the other very soon. Susie smiled to herself with the idea of a great evening ahead and danced to the mood-setting music she had playing. Susie Sausagehead heard her mobile device's notification chime again and looked down at the message. Again, it was from her ex-guy friend. Susie again ignored the message and was wondering why he was still trying to contact her. Susie had been ignoring his call and text messages for almost 2 weeks because she was just over dealing with him. It took her forever to break away emotionally, and now that she was free, she wasn't going back. Susie's head felt lighter from the sausages she was able to share by leaving her ex-guy friend alone, but he wouldn't leave her alone. What Susie Sausagehead didn't know was that her ex-guy friend was actually very in love with her. Not only this, but he was obsessed with her and would not tolerate her moving on. You see, even though Susie's ex had a great many options when it came to dating and intimacy, no one showed the love, loyalty, growth, abundance, and emotional healing that Susie did. Susie never begged for money, never stole anything, never flirted with other guys, never asked questions, and never required more than she was given. Susie would also cook, listen, keep secrets, add financial assistance when needed, and stayed out of the way. Susie would laugh at jokes, praise accomplishments, offer compliments and reassurances, and was a major boost to his ego. These were all characteristics that Susie's ex was unable to cultivate or create within any other dynamic, no matter who else it was or how many of them there were. No one could quite do it like Susie. Susie Sausagehead had another benefit in the eyes of her ex. She was pliable and coachable when it came to hugging and kissing in a special way. This was because Susie was not as experienced and knowledgeable as her ex was, and he would use his expertise to further blind her into an unhealthy situation. Susie did not want to hug and kiss in a special way with her ex because he would always get her to do things she otherwise would not do. He would interrogate her about what she did when he was not around, and he would make Susie promise not to hug and kiss in a special way with anyone else. Susie's ex would animalistically force her into compliance, and her body always took a week to recover. It was also the only time that he would maintain eye contact with her. But all of this was behind Susie Sausagehead now, and this time when her mobile device chimed, it was her new guy friend. She read the text message which stated that he would be arriving soon. Susie was in the process of responding when her mobile device rang. It was her ex. She ignored the call and decided to respond with an emoji to her new guy friend rather than a full text reply. Susie was actually becoming concerned about the increasing activity from her ex this evening. He'd been trying to contact her, but it was mostly here and there and not with much pressure. The messages consisted of pleas to communicate what he insisted was a misunderstanding, and she didn't answer the calls. Susie didn't block him because she wanted to keep an eye on him and make sure she would know if he was trying to come by her place unannounced. She didn't want this for the very reason that she was dressed up and dancing that evening, because she didn't want him trying to block her new connection. With this in mind, Susie Sausagehead thought she should read the text messages from her ex, and when she did, her heart jumped into her throat. The last 2 messages were enough to make Susie's knees give out. The last one read, Open the door. I'm outside. And the one right before it said, Buddy ain't gonna make it. Susie Sausagehead did a sort of limping crawl to her door, unlocked and opened it. She peeked out of the opening and down toward the parking lot of her complex. She saw the distinctive silhouette of her ex's sports car as he turned it off, opened the driver's side door, and exited with his double styrofoam cup in one hand and several mobile devices in the other. He touched the door handle to secure the vehicle, then started to climb the stairs to Susie's front door. As Susie Sausagehead watched her ex-guy friend climb the stairs and walk toward where she was still on the floor, he made eye contact with her, maintained eye contact with her, and said, "What up, sexy lady? I see you got the red one on I like. I've been trying to call you. Must been busy." As Susie's ex came into the house, he put everything down on the side table, turned to close and lock the door, picked Susie up off the floor, and looked around her house. Susie's ex knew all too well what all of this was and who it was for. He knew so much she didn't know that he knew. Susie could not believe that this was really happening and had a moment of concern for her new guy friend. Her ex must have sensed it and said, he good. He just ain't gonna make it tonight. You got me. Then as he led her to the bedroom, he said, "Come on, we need to talk." The end.